Hi, this is Mauvu doing your feedback. If you have any questions, just ping me in your thread. Nice silk touch. Um, Going to get cobblestone, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't like crafting that iron there. And instead of doing all of this mining, I'd prefer just finding the animals here, like, as soon as possible. Like, you want to give them as little time to, like, wander out of, like, where they spawned. Because, like, you know they spawned within, I think it's 3 chunks of the rune portal. But the longer you take to kill them, the higher chance they've, like, wandered away from that. So you kind of just want to, like, make your axe and then, like, mine the rest of your tree, make the boat and go, and worry about getting the rest of your wood later. Yeah, like, we're gonna be starting trying to find these animals. Oh, okay. Well, you see a cow there. I disagree with entering on 0 food. Okay, crimson spawn. Okay. Well, pretty sick spawn. And the fortress as well. Yeah, why didn't we loot these chests? We have gold armor. You just, like, I did. Well, this guy's really close, and maybe digging in the ceiling's bad because he might get aggroed. But you could also just dig in the floor and just loot these chests. If you don't get iron, you go for the lodestone chest, and then you go for the other rampart. Um, don't really know what we're doing. Okay, we do this. Unlucky. Um, okay, that's honestly. I was I was wondering, like, maybe you, assuming you get the iron out of this chest, maybe you gold pickaxe through the terrain up top. Like, I don't know. I haven't practiced the where you dig for that, so maybe it's better. Oh, okay, I think we should be using some of our gold pickaxe for netherrack for this bastion route because I'm assuming we're doing DK because it was fully exposed to the fortress there, like free pearl hang. Um, yeah, we should probably do DK and then we want netherrack because it's not going to burn like our leaves or the wood planks. Um, I think we should have just, like, taken the hit and gone past and killed this guy later during trades because you don't really need to check the other rampart because it's very good home portal seed. A kind of weird block order there. Kind of, like, awkward to do that. Okay, I don't really know what's happening. Okay, yeah, you make two beds, make an iron sword, and then you're out probably with two more obby and another pearl trade. Don't know why we're not putting gravel in the hole and doing like breaking a gold pickaxe instead. Okay, yeah, that was definitely more than enough time. Like, instead of doing this like inventory sorting while we're just picking up more stuff to like reset the inventory sorting, we should have just made two beds and then the iron sword, and then yeah, like we didn't even need to trade all the gold to leave here. Like you could have picked up extra gold for gold pickaxes later potentially. That's probably want to, yeah, you probably want to do like a more like more like mapless type scans instead of just like that you're doing your scans like you're doing preemptive, but you can just do it like mapless and see where exactly the spike appears, and then you can like do it from both sides, and it's really easy to just pinpoint the exact location of the spawner. But I mean, it's quite obvious here. um this is not a good spawner at all. um okay, it's double spawner. You probably just blaze bed the bottom one and then just ignore the top one unless you like finish all your overlaps. um I know in ranked, like a lot of people like to build their portal higher to increase the chance they don't get caved. um okay, here we've got 5 fire resers. I mean, that's just horrible use of inventory. There's a load of stuff we can just throw out randomly. um yeah, that was good inventory management. um we should be trying to craft our Eyes of Ender in between these blaze hits. Put the rods on hotbar. Yeah, you definitely want to craft them between blaze hits because we've got a ton of blazes here. Yeah, we just like lose a little bit of time to having to do them unoverlapped. Okay, so I think you definitely should have killed that blaze you just killed, but I think you should have pearl hanged to quartz before going for these guys first. Because you could have overlapped the time it takes for this pearl to travel with going to the blaze. I don't remember how far it was, but I think you probably want to at least get to the surface before throwing your last pearl to see if you can alter terrain, unless it's like right here, in which case it would just make sense to throw another like blind pearl. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, so we know it's this way. One thing I like to do here, with the scan here, is like I find the spike. I like to do a like left to right and right to left to like find the kind of two angles where the spawner spike appears, and then I know like okay the like portal room's just in the middle of those two angles, it's like a that's just the way I like to do it, but like it feels very consistent at like finding the direct angle for the portal room because like we do the scan here and I don't know, but like if it's pretty deep, sometimes it's kind of nice to know like the direct angle of where it is because like it can like help you rescan effect more effectively. I don't know, maybe I'm just waffling, but like I feel like you kind of just found the spike and then just fully committed to like going straight left. We're not using soul sand on our zero. Oh, pretty good zero. Um, did we just like okay? You want to get out of the boat earlier than that because the end terrain can be weird and sometimes it lines up for the boat break height. So you kind of just want to either like reset the boat fall by like getting out and getting back in, or you just like get out before it hits the ground. Yeah, this is why I just prefer to just pull down to the fountain when the dragon's in its like death animation and it's like exploding. It's like if you pearl sooner, then there's like the off chance you hit the dragon's hitbox and then like you die and fall, like you fall and die. Um, but yeah, also boating down on like when you're on low health, you just want to like reset the boat fall so you don't die to boat break. Um, okay, so main things. I think you definitely should have uh tried to kill animals here. The filter filters for it. Um, it is forest, but like normally you can just they're just not that hard to find really. Um, at least from my experience. But you also see them when you're in the port animation here, I think. Um, like you see this guy, it looks like a cow. There's also a hitbox there, it looks like another cow. Um, but yeah, you definitely should have just gone for them here. Um, it's a lot of like mess in the bastion, like, or like not in the bastion route really, but like entering without pickaxe, you know it's bridge instantly because you see this massive wall here. Um, so you should just try and loot this triple, and I don't know why we don't. Uh, yeah, I'm guessing it's just like brain lag or something. Um, then we get rolled on iron here, which is kind of unlucky. Um, then I like this. Yeah, I don't know about mining through the roof here because it's like consistent and avoiding the hoglins, right? But I don't know. I think it's probably what I think I probably would have done it because it was the thing that came to mind for me, but I don't know if it's better. But yeah, in the very off chance you get to the situation again, could be something to consider. And then yeah, not you should have crafted two beds for the double blaze bed because you had a ton of string already. Like explosives aren't a concern. Um, and yeah, I mean double blaze bed is good in ranked because it's just gets rid of the blaze bed RNG with like how many blocks get broken. And yeah, you're just like checking trades way too early. like, where is it? We like check trades around here, right? Like this is good. But right now, what we should do is instead of making the second thing to like check trades to leave, we should just we should make two beds, iron sword, maybe a bow as well, like, and then we throw like the flint and steel, these bricks, and like the stone axe, and then we like just check trades again, and if we've got everything, we like don't give them back the gold and leave. I guess pearl hang as well before checking trades again. Um, yeah, I mean I know this is like I think it's pretty old this video, so the queue's a mess, but yeah. And then the fortress, I thought it was pretty good, apart from like we didn't pearl hang to like we re-enter here. I thought we should have killed this guy and then just thrown a pearl over that tree. And then gone up here and then like shift F3 after them or about here to stop it landing. Because yeah, we just lose like a couple seconds throwing it later. Thought the stronghold was pretty good. And, I mean, yeah, I think this whole end game is pretty strong. It's just like I'm assuming that the polar room is just cold here because you were looking at it with zero entities and it just didn't show. So yeah, yeah, I would have liked to see like a left to right and a right to left while you're running here and thin, just to like, because it's like overlapped with movement, and then like you get a more, you just get the feeling for it being more on the right here when you do that rescan, and then you can just pre-fire this right turn. You don't have to like look at it at all, like you know it's in this direction. Um, yeah. Hang on. What happens to our hotbar there? Because the pearl's on. Oh, okay. Yeah, we have a second stack of pearls somewhere in our inventory that messes up our hotbar. I can't remember what you do to avoid that. I guess it's just like on the way to the stronghold, you just make sure you shift click the rest, like to have a full extra stack of pearls in your hotbar, and craft the rest of your eyes as well, and then you just throw out any extra pearls. Yeah, I mean the reason I noticed that is when you've got a ton of extra pearls, you pick up this bed and then you just throw a pearl at the ceiling here with invincibility frames, and then you take no damage and you just get to the portal faster. It's like a 1 second time save. And actually, our pearl slot for 0 is different than the one we had here. Just very strange. Like you want your 0 setup or 0 hotbar to be like as similar as possible to your like stronghold hotbar, so that it's like very easy to like change it, like do setup plus 0. But yeah, I think that's everything. If you have any questions, just ping me in your thread. Yeah, thanks for sending in the row.